Hi guys, this, this is my midterm test. Check it out. Answer 1. Well, I think so. In present day, everyone is working harder and harder. They need rest, so the holidays are becoming more and more important. In holiday, they can relax, travel, discover. Besides, it's also a great time to everyone recharge, prepare for their jobs. Sometimes holidays are a part of culture. For example, in my country, that is a most important holiday. During this time, everyone relax, decorate, and clean the house. They may greet each other and good luck for the new year. However, we shouldn't be too focused on holidays either. This makes us lazy and distracted. It's so bad. So the first of all, you need to focus on the work. Don't wish for holidays. Answer 2. Of course, walking is very important for health. It makes me feel good. I like it. Especially, it's good for heart. You should spend 1 hour per day walking around. Maybe around the street, around the city, or everywhere you want. However, you need to take a rest and do others. In general, you must know a way to balance everything in your life. Answer 3. Well, it's important to have leisure time. You know, when you sit in a long time, you feel uncomfortable, so you need to take a rest and do activities outdoor like walking, playing football, basketball, and the others. It's made me to relax and work more efficiently. But there are many people use leisure time to defend their laziness. It's so bad, and if leisure time is so long, you won't want to back to your work. So you need to use leisure time reasonably. Also, 4. I would say that is quite difficult. Especially for the newbie, especially for beginner. They are hard to fight to control their breath and their movement. At the same time, and some of them even feel afraid of water. You know it, but we also have to say that swimming is just like the other skill. So we need time to practice, but not every people is still difficult. For example, you can see the children. If you let a child practices swimming in 2 or 3 days, you will see that child can swim so good. So I would say that practicing makes perfect. Answer 5. Of course, history is very important. I would say history is not only the past, it's also the voice of previous generation. Like my country, Vietnam, there are many wars, many kings, many stories. Every war, every king, every is history. Everything is history. We should learn from them. For example, in Vietnam War, there are many people died and injured and injured, but their death is not meaningless. They died for one's country. They died for next generation. They died for us. We call it sacrifice. We call them the heroes. We call it history. Answer 6. Well, I will say I born and raised with my parents They taught me how to stand, how to move, how to speak. Basically, everything in my life is affected by my parents. But when I grew up, I went to study. I met my friends. I met my teachers. They affected me a little. And now I go to work. I meet many college, many bosses, and they also affect me a little. I want to say my parents affect me so much. Not only when I grow up, I meet everyone, I do many things. All of them also affect me. Answer 7. I don't think so, since in my country a bus card costs 7 VND or 8 VND. You know it? It's not expensive, right? If you want to go in a long time, you can buy the bus card per month. It costs 100 VND. Besides, you can choose the others. Trust me, price of them is not expensive. But public transport is not really popular in my country. The public transport's impact is not great enough. People prefer private transport to public transport since private transport is more convenient than public transport. But private transport is the cause of traffic jam, and in rush hour and environmental pollution in the big cities. So you should use public transport to decrease traffic jam and pollution. Just me, it's not expensive. Also, 8. Sure, time alone is important, especially when you have a long day. You should let head down and relax. You can hear a song you like, watch your favorite movie, but in other way, if you spend so much time alone, it will affect your communicating skills and you cannot connect to everyone like before. Answer 9. Of course, that's why we go football is the king sport. You know, football is incredible. It makes me feel so freaking excited when I watch a match. It brings me the great emotions, especially you can play football everywhere you want. You can play football in the stadium, in the yard. You can even play football in the house. But you should also play other sports like badminton, basketball, volleyball. You know, those are the great sports. Answer 10. Actually, in my country, people believe eating dog meat have them getting a bad luck. So they eat dog meat so much. But in my opinion, dog is friend of human. They are cute and loyal. I love them. So I don't support eating dog meat.